I want to look at something that the Lord's been emphasizing in my life recently. And it's just the idea that if you have a word from God, that's all you need. Like the storms will come up against you, but if you have a word from God, then you can sleep on that promise and know that it's going to come to pass. The Lord directed me to Luke chapter 8, verses 22 through 25. And it says, "Now it happened on a certain day that he, being Jesus, got into a boat with his disciples and said to them, 'Let us cross over to the other side of the lake.' Then they launched out. But as they sailed, Jesus fell asleep, and the windstorm came down on the lake, and they were filled with water. And they were in jeopardy. And they came to him and awoke him, saying, 'Master, Master, we are perishing.' Then he arose and rebuked the wind and the raging of the water. And they ceased, and there was a calm. And he said to them, 'Where is your faith?' And they were afraid and marveled, saying to one another, 'Who can this be? For he commands even the winds and the water, and they obey him.'" If you look at the very start of this, what did Jesus do? He said, "Let us go over to the other side of the lake." So they had a word. The disciples knew that they were going to go to the other side of the lake. This is what Jesus said. Yet, on their way across the lake, the storms came. How often do we have a word from God? God's telling us to do something, and then there's opposition. We're met with opposition from the devil, or just life, or even family or friends, or whatever it is. But they had the word, and that's enough. That's all we need. Notice Jesus said, "Let us go over to the other side." And then after that, it says that he fell asleep. Jesus had such confidence in the word of God that he could fall asleep on this promise. And in the same way, I want us to think about, we have 7,000 different promises in the Bible that we can rest our head on whenever we're running into a problem. So if you have an issue, go to the Word of God, find a promise, and then use that as a pillow and rest on it, because it will come to pass. No matter what the wind and the waves are doing, if God said it, then it's going to come to pass.